prepared than normal here. Good to see you all again. Sorry I'm a bit later than normal. Oops. I'll explain what's going on today and what has been going on. Okay. So, as you know, we've been working on achievements. Hopefully that's still in the... Yeah, it's still in the title of the stream. So, yeah, we've been working on achievements, and I have now got to the point where the achievements can go into the game. I've even tested it, and it's working. It's coming up on Steam. If you check the game now on Steam, in the achievements section, you'll see that there's like 24 odd hidden achievements. I haven't made any of them visible yet because, although there are ways to look at them, I haven't made any of them visible yet because because they're not going into the game just yet. I'll make most of them visible, apart from the ones that I want to remain hidden. Visible before they do go live. But they're not going to go live until some point, probably until the Leaf Cut free play update and that. So it'll still be a little while before these go live. But we can start getting them into the game right now, right this second. So, what I'm going to start with is the level achievements. Now, this first batch of achievements covers the first tier of the Formicarium, and that's all I've done so far. There's 24 of them, I think, in total. There's about 11 each for the levels, and most of them are just complete on normal, complete hard, complete insane, complete with the challenge active. But then there's the fun ones, which are to do challenges in the levels. So there's quite a few on each of the levels. So as such, I'm going to do them in chunks. I think I'll release them in chunks as well. So with this forthcoming update, we'll get the Black Ant level achievements coming in. So without further ado, let's go to level 1-1 and start actually taking a look at putting achievements into the game. Now, in order to do this, I've had to set the achievements up in Steam already, which I've done, and I've also added them into the game's INI file so that to allow the game, and that's part of the setup process you need to do in Unreal. But that's all done. Also, Liam tells me that he thinks the movement underground is nearly working. So we might actually be able to test some of the levels we've been making soon. So it's encouraging that they're not breaking. Cool. Right. Okay, so I believe I was setting up achievements to be completed in the level method, so I'm going to open that, and this is where most of our work's going to go today. Today's stream, I will stream probably for an hour, so until about 4:30, and then I'll be back streaming tomorrow as well, because I recognise that this won't have been a long enough stream. Okay, so I created this function in level methods called complete achievement, and it just plugs the achievement in. I'm guessing caching the achievement progress happens already. Okay, this looks like a test function I was doing. So this one's actually got an achievement completion in it as well. Yeah, this will be the tests that I was doing. Don't need that anymore. Okay, so this is caching the achievements. I'm not sure if that's actually run anywhere. Well, let's have a look. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so there's a couple of things I could do. I could cache the achievements when it tries to complete an achievement. The issue there is going to be that it needs to remember which achievement it's trying to complete. Oh. No, on the cache. No, it's not a wise idea. Let's find begin play and cache them there. Hello, LSG Payne, and welcome. Good to have you with us. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. It's okay, welcome. So it's good to have you back. I forgive you. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll cache the achievements at the beginning of the level. If they've failed to cache, I think when it comes into here, we will yeah, we continued working on achievements, but we're now at the state where we can actually get them into the game. All I need to do is run this function, and it should complete an achievement. So basically, if it gets here, if the achievement has cached, we will write the achievement to Steam. If it hasn't cached, we will skip writing it to Steam and just do it. Just write the standard achievement. However, I don't want this to. I want this to happen anyway. So whether or not the achievement goes to Steam, we're also going to do the offline completion. Yeah, we're still in early access. We're getting there. It's a learning process for us as well. Okay, so that should complete the achievement on Steam and in the offline save file for people that don't want to use Steam. Okay, so next I need to run cache achievements on the begin play. Okay. See ya, LSG Payne. Take care. Right. So that will cache the achievements. Okay, right, it's going well. Next, we need to find the point where the level gets completed and pass in the level completion achievement at that point. Likely the scoreboard, I guess. Right, on the victory action, so the moment the victory happens, that's when I'll pass in achievements that are level specific. At the moment the scoreboard comes up is where I'll pass in the completion achievements. So it's in. It might be in standard controls actually. No, it's not standard controls. So cutscene, no. Skip cutscene, no. Calculate and set up score. I don't think so actually. Might just be an event graph. Yeah, here they are. Okay. Formicarium stage scoreboard. I think this is specific to the Formicarium challenges. We also need to, yeah, there's an awful lot for us to do here. But here's the victory scoreboard. So, I believe we can do it somewhere here. Bind event, but event to continue play. Yeah, let's do it here. Create victory toast overlay widget. Hello, people. It's Slender Brian Show. And Jico. We're working on some achievements. Actually, we're working on the level completion achievements. So this should happen here. So I'm going to add a function in to do it. Okay, so I'm going to work this from... So there's a level name, I can use that. And that's overridden difficulty. I need to get the actual difficulty. So level name, difficulty, challenge mode, all that stuff needs to come into here. In fact... I could actually do everything in here, including the individual separate achievements. That's probably not a bad call. Basically, what I'll do is I'll have an array in here that the individual level sends the achievement names that you've finished into, and then this will actually trigger all the achievement finishes. Munch Crunch. Okay, so we're gonna trigger all the achievements at this point. So all the level specific achievement. So one, 2. Oh, there's only 3 at the minute that's going to have achievements. So 1, 1, 1, 2, and I can't remember what it's called. It's I think it might be Formicarium. I think it might just be called Formicarium 1. I will check that though. So we'll check that later. Okay, so this is 1, 1 that we're looking at now. Let's add an array of names. Finished achieve. Array of names. So first of all, we're going to go through the achievements that should finish for the current difficulty. So I think it's in game mode is the difficulty actually. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Game difficulty. Okay, so the specific achievements for all of these. So easy mode's going to go straight into that. Okay. So in 1-1, if you complete insane, it completes the lot. You've been to the dentist, have you, Wellcopter? I agree, there needs to be more ant games out there. Hopefully, when we go into full release and people see that we've done well, hopefully more people will give it a go. And we'll end up with a variety of ant games. Okay, so what's next? So next is the challenge mode. So challenge mode, I believe there. Okay, so I'm going to do a sequence here. To keep things simple. So if challenge is true, we'll finish the one to do with challenges. Now, there's one more special case, which is actually the insane challenge. So, if challenge mode is true and we're on insane, we complete the challenge insane. Okay, so that is the generic 1-1 level achievements. They're all the generic ones. Then we've got the tasks. Now, tasks are going to have to be tracked within the level themselves. So all the complicated stuff for tasks is going to be done within each individual level, and we will get into that next. However, at the moment, what I want to do here is give each task... No, they'll be passed into this finished achievements array. And for each one, we're just going to run the finished achievement thing. Now, I think most of the time that'll be nothing. But not always. Okay, so we're doing the same for 1, 2. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the whole thing. It's going to be exactly the same structure. I believe that's all I need to do for 1, 2. I'll make people see the wonderful game that will be literally right under their feet. Project Zero. Rude adds, this is Empires Undergrowth, 9th Division. Yeah. Right. Okay, so that's the generic achievements for 1, 1, 1, 2. The Formicarium one is slightly different. There's actually only one difficulty in Formicarium 1, so that makes that slightly easier. But there is... Oh, there's a task, but there's no challenge mode. Of course there isn't. Okay, cool. Okay, I think that's done, technically. Okay. Right. So, upon winning one of those levels, that should be those achievements unlocked for me in Steam. Get me killed every challenge mode. Yeah, it's gonna be pushing players to push their ability, I think. Try things on harder modes. Okay, right, next, so that should be done there. Next, we're going to look at the actual achievements themselves, the tasks as such. And this is going to happen in the level itself. I don't want to save the level. Not changed anything yet. About to, but... Okay, so looking at the achievements, the achievement tasks. Normal, hard, insane. Normal, hard, insane. Oh, these are the tasks. Okay. So the first one is quantity, not quality. Do not upgrade any soldiers and win the level. Okay, so the first one can be achieved on normal difficulty. And right. So the issue here is that we've got to make sure the player never has any upgraded soldiers. Because if we're not careful, if we just check at the end of the level whether any of the soldiers are upgraded, they could have potentially sold some. Bees of the Overgrowth. Did okay till the grasshoppers. So in the story, the Shadow Man gets eaten by the nest. And the ants take over the world. Okay. But getting those numbers is the difficult bit. Resource management. Okay, so what am I doing? First achievement. Okay, so this is upgrading a tile. So I can either flag the achievement as failed when an upgrade is made. It's probably the right thing to do. That's just on a timer. So is that. I'm trying to figure out how to work out if the player's done an upgrade. So there's a couple of ways I can think of doing it. Some are more foolproof than others. There's a really simple way, which is every 5 seconds the game does a quick check to see if you've got any level 2 or level 3 ants. If you've got them, it flags it's failed. Now that's really easy for me to do, and maybe what I should do, just because doing anything more than that might be overkill. But the other route would be to create an event which triggered on upgrade. So go into the code where the tile upgrade is made, probably when you spend the resource to make the upgrade, and at that point flag the catch the event, flag the achievement has failed. Let me just check whether there is an event there already. If there is, I might use that, because there might be. CUG tile, I think, that it happens on. Upgrade tile. See, as a function, hang on, let me bring you into the C++. It's a function called upgrade tile. Here it is. John removed the points check. He felt denying the play. Oh, I remember. That was ages ago. Oh, it wasn't that long ago, actually. Okay, so this is the point in the code at which the upgrade actually happens. Fail on resource use would be only really worth if you didn't want them upgrading food either. Yeah, I guess so. So it's the point the tile actually finishes its upgrade. Can't see any events triggering here, I'll be honest. Okay, I'm just going to do the simple way because I think anything else would be overkill at the minute. So that'll be dead simple to do. Is it info? Control. It's not that. It's definitely not that. What is it? I can't remember where it is. Somewhere there's a big stack of info about how many ants the player has. Oh, it might be on the tile grid. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, let's have a hunt for this then. Where do we count ants? We count ants in objectives quite often. I think level 2-2's objective. Right, so this is level 1-2. Okay. Game state. Oh, I can just do it from the game state. Ooh. That'll do it. That will do it. Custom event. Check. QNQ. Check QNQ achievement. So, Black Ant Broom Chamber level 2. If that's greater than 0, if either of those are greater than 0, then we set a set failed QNQ. Okay, so and now I need to run this achievement timer. Set timer by event. So every 5.2 random number seconds looping. Just shove that in there. Okay, so that boolean should control that. Okay. We're coming back to chat, sorry. Films also. When the resource has been used for the upgrade, have the game switch something on. The end of the game comes by. If it's on, I'm not get the achievement. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. So the 5-second check is just the easiest way for me to do it. Now, never mind. Don't remember what I was going to say. Rip TVT. Still say mobs hat and bows. Sorry, I should restate that. Putting them. Mobs. I don't know why that's been an Xmas really set for me. Right. So that should set the whether you failed that achievement. And at the end of the game, we also need to check what difficulty we're on, because that's going to control that as well. So then let's have a look at the next one. So the next one's called Speedy Setup and has to be done on hard. And this one is to finish the level within X amount of time. This one is another really easy one to set up. Right, what I'm going to do is create a custom event. Set up. Set up a... Oh. Because I think this is going to get messy otherwise. So instead of muscling in there, I'm going to bring us to our own place here. In fact, I can even only trigger these if you're on high enough difficulty to do so. Also notice you don't have a water source for the ant repletes. Right. Okay, so this next one is literally going to be set timer by event. This one's going to take, at the minute, 15 minutes. It's not looping. Let me just... $900 seconds. At the minute, it's 900 seconds. Like I say, these achievements still need balancing. And we shall see how that goes. But there we are. After 900 seconds, we're going to run something... 900 seconds, then what happens? We set another variable. So that one's dead simple. And okay, and the final one, the Picky Eater, which is win the level New Home with the last 10 unearthed creature, tunneled out creatures being wood lice on insane difficulty. Hello, Wellcopter. Okay, so this one's a bit tricky. But this is an event here for tile surfers coming out, being dug out. So we can use this to track it. Right, so here is when a tunneled out creature is a woodlouse. So this triggers anyway. Okay, so I could either do this by just storing the name of each tunneled out creature and then count the last 10 at the end. I could do it by adding a counter each time a woodlouse is tunneled out and setting the counter to 0 each time a different creature is tunneled out. Okay, let's just add a little side thing here. Custom event. What's this one called? Picky Eater. I think that's how it's spelt. Yeah. Okay. Right, so if it equals woodlouse, right, we need a so if it is a woodlouse, that gets incremented. If it's not a woodlouse, that gets set to 0. And then basically each time a creature is spawned, we run that, and then it's all handled out elsewhere. Whew. Okay, I think we're nearly there with this. Okay, so we still need to do the checks on to see what difficulty mode we're on. In fact, I can add that all in here, I think. I'll do it on the setup. So, where's the difficulty? It's in game mode. Okay, so on easy you can't complete any. On normal you can complete... You can complete quantity, not quality. On hard, you can complete quantity, not quality, and speedy setup. And on insane, you can do exactly the same, but you can also... I'm going to add this check-in up here. Okay, so if it's insane, it does that stuff. Else, the count will always be 0. Okay. So on normal, we need to fail speedy setup as well. Insane, we don't need to fail anything. Right, coming back to chat, sorry, I've been away for a second. I've been concentrating. Oh, you're talking about Ants Canada now. Hello, Blue Man. Good to have you with us. I like the Never A. Angry Fire Ants. Tap Lizard. Good to have you with us. First time you caught one. Excellent. Good. Hopefully you can catch some more as well. What we're going to do after I've put these in is test them a bit. Okay, so they're in place. There is actually one more as well, and it's to do with the challenge on Insane. So there's the most extreme achievements you can get in the game have to be done in challenge mode on Insane. This one's called Stressful House Move. Oh no, that it's called Just Isn't Cricket. Okay, so again, the numbers need to be tweaked, but in this one, you've got to let 50 mole crickets attack you before you win the level on with the challenge mode on insane. I'm not sure we'd be an E for everyone if we devoured the scientist. Oh, yeah, I see. Ants Canada. I saw someone mention the Fire Nation, so I assumed you were talking about Ants Canada. Okay. So after the 50 mole crickets have spawned, oh, this one could be a bit trickier. I might need to look into the mole cricket spawner for this because it's got its own object that spawns them. Let's have a look at it. So this is where the mole crickets get set up. Setup spawning done. Okay, so I believe this is the Okay, so this is actually where they spawn, and there's a quantity there. Brilliant. Okay, so what's the achievement called? Just isn't cricket. So basically, as the mole crickets spawn, we're gonna add the count onto the current count. There we go. Add the count onto the current count of mole crickets that have spawned. And that should be the... Oh no, hang on. So yeah, at the end of the level, we'll check for that as well. We'll check to see if 50 have spawned. You can win the level before you kill the final set of spawns, but you have to let them spawn. I think. Can't remember whether I put a block against that. I wonder if mole crickets can kill your queen during the victory animation. Okay, so on the setup, I don't need to add anything into this actually. That count should only be happening on insane, so that's what I need to do. I need to add that in. So I guess the Another question is, do I give the player a message when they fail an achievement? Or when they succeed? Add the count to the other count inception. What? Count inception? We're not having count inception. See, I could give a because you get the tile, like the message saying tiles whatnot, like oh, God, I can't remember. Hang on, player HUD. I think. Alert message. That's the one. So that's the white text that appears like when you can't build a tile and you try to, or that sort of thing. See, these need to be localized as well. Although there's something I can do here that'll help a little bit. Yeah, the way the game's currently set up, it would create issues. There's the potential for it in like maybe other game modes or something. Although at the minute it's really quite deeply rooted into the game, so I actually don't know what would happen if you move the queen. Maybe it'd be fine. I'm going to rename this achievement message, and I'm also going to have a success message. Right. Wondering whether this should be more standard. By that I just mean whether I should move this message into level methods so I can access it at any level, on any level. Oh, we got. Do we get someone else in the chat? Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? Well, I'll leave it there for now, but I will possibly move that into the level methods. Just so it's all together. Doesn't sound right. Achievement succeeded when you win the level. Will succeed. Achievement will succeed if you win the level. Achievement will succeed if you win the level. Achievement failed. Yeah. I guess the question there is how many of the AC family actually have a PC, like play PC games. I'm sure. I know a lot of the dedicated fans on the forums and whatnot are Ants Canada viewers. I mean, if you play PC games and you're interested in Ants, the chances are you play Empires of the Undergrowth and watch Ants Canada. Okay, so let's sort this message out. Okay, so the achievements actually sit in a thingy-madoo. You know what I'm talking about. Thingy-madoos. There's a data structure. Achievements. Row name. Okay. So this one's what? Quantity, not quality. Which is the normal challenge, I think. Yeah, it's the normal challenge. So, achievement task 1-1 normal. There we go. So that way it'll be localized all from one central location, all from this database, this data table. I need a failure condition for. Where's there's the other one. There's one of the others failures. So let's set that up. That's speedy setup, which I believe is the hard task. something important to note actually is if, like, okay, so when victory, or so victory action there ticks this thing saying ending happened. So this message should only come up if the ending hasn't happened yet, because you can't fail or succeed after that's happened. So that needs sorting. Okay, so before we give the message, we're just going to do a quick check that ending has not happened. Mission failed. Some sort of noise. Wah, 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 wah. That sort of thing. Everyone will be wondering what the hell it was. Okay, so that needs to be plugged into there. So it's actually doing the check. About 15 minutes left for the stream. So I'll try, before we end, I'll try putting cheats on and getting one of these achievements. Or some of these achievements, and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, the stream's still ending. But hopefully it'll work. Don't ask chat what fail message would be good. Okay, so this one's failure is based on... I can't actually say whether this one fails. Problem is, he'll only know whether it's failed if you've tunneled out, if there's less than 10... I'm not actually going to bother with that one. The player will have to work that out themselves. So this is the success one down here. Let's bring this down. Greater than 49. Oh, there's one we forgot. This is the challenge insane one. We've missed an achievement. Okay, what was the other one? There is a task. It's called First Innings. Win level new home before 10 mole crickets have spawned with the challenge on. So as soon as 10 mole crickets have spawned, that one fails. I've just thought of something else we've got to check as well. We don't want to be giving the players the challenge failed, challenge succeeded message if they've already got the achievement, because that would drive me mad. I'm not actually sure what the numbers are going to be yet. Don't worry, I haven't balanced any of these achievements yet. The balance of them will come with the beta test. There's a load of stuff that's going to need testing when we get to releasing the free play update, which will come with these achievements, free play mode, the monthly levels, all the new movement code. It's going to be a very busy time, that test. Okay, so that's insane. Okay, so it looks like I need to be adding to that count anyway, because with the challenge mode. Okay, so yeah, that we don't actually need to do that check. We need to be adding to this account anyway. Then if it's on insane mode, we can check. We can do that one. I need more space. Okay, so do sequence. So if it's insane, it does that. Else, well, not else. And then it does this anyway, which is, so this is if it's greater than 49, that's success. This is if it's greater than 10, it's failure. Or greater than 9, it's failure. This is challenge normal. Okay. Whew. Lots of stuff. It's adding achievements to the game is proving to be hard. It's not exactly hard, because it's not like I'm having to do anything deeply mathematical or anything like that, but at the same time, working out where to trigger everything and that, it's time consuming in that respect, because each achievement is its own beast, if you will. There's the standard ones that I've got for just completing levels on certain levels, but the difficulty is real. I mean, I had to follow a few tutorials to set kind of Steam's back end up into it. Actually, I didn't do that, so I shouldn't say that. Matt did that. But then I had to add the achievements into Steam. Having to work out where they are. Had to create art for all the achievements. Had to one of the more difficult ones was just coming up with achievements, but thankfully the community helped me with that, because we had that stream where we came up with loads of them, and that massively pushed me forward. So it's been a fair whack of work, but it's not been hard. It's just been kind of chunky and a bit all over the place because of the nature of achievements, because they are a bit all over the place. I think making the icons would be more annoying. I can I should have a look at some of the icons. With the icons, I actually used a mixture of public domain images and kind of just a silhouette style. So the public domain images allowed me to speed up the artwork quite a lot. I don't know if the artwork's final. We'll see what the others think about it. I mean, I think it looks decent. Obviously, a proper artist could do a better job of it. I just did them in the end. Tide cycle? What the hell's this? New home shouldn't have a tide cycle. Tile cycle. Oh. That'll be some sort of test Liam's put in, I guess. Because it's bound to the left bracket. Okay. Now I'm going to have a test of the achievements now then. So in order to do this, I believe I have to run the level. Right, I'm going to put on some of these cheats. We'll see how fast I can finish the level. Oh, hang on, no, I haven't actually made the achievements finish yet. Oh, there's so much to do with this. Okay. So, finally, on victory action, there's a function called check. Going to be a function called check achievements. Victory action. Oh god, that's a creaky chair. Check achievements. Okay, so firstly, if failed Q and Q is false, Right. Okay, so that's the first one. What was the next one? Failed speedy setup. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is picky eater. This one's a little bit... not exactly much more involved, but a tiny bit more involved, I guess. And that's if it's true, not if it's false. Next. Right, so this is the normal achievement. So this is if it's less than 10. Some of these we need to check the game difficulty as well. Actually, picky eater we don't, because it doesn't increase if you greater than 50. The less than 10 needs to check that the challenge is actually active. The greater than 50 doesn't. If challenge is true and it's less than, so it's an and. It doesn't increase if unless the challenge, does it? You know it might do. So I'll add the it also needs to check whether it's so if it's challenge, if it's insane, and more than 49 have spawned. Okay, right. Streams late. Stream Thursday afternoon. Down at the bottom of the stream. You've got to go. Will there be a stream tomorrow? I'm I am planning on streaming tomorrow. Yes, I'm not sure what time. Hopefully earlier than today, because today has been a very late stream. But yeah, I'm planning on streaming tomorrow. We'll either continue this achievement stuff tomorrow, or we might give the monthly level balancing a go, depending on the state of the movement code. I think Liam says he thinks it's operational enough now. But we'll have to see, I guess. Okay. Right. I guess let's give it a go. I mean, there's a very easy way for me to test this. Because I can cheat just by adding in a victory action thing. So basically that should complete the level instantly. And hopefully give me the achievement for completing the level. Although I'm going to set up the override difficulty as well. Onto insane. So that should give me 4 achievements for just pressing that button. It'll probably give me more actually. Okay, so I'm gonna run as a standalone game. Okay. Well, however this test goes, I think it's going to end the stream. We have to see if God, I hope this works. At the minute, it's trying to open a standalone game. Sorry about that. One sec. I'm just trying to getting ready to show the screen. Should it work? Oh, it is working. Hang on one sec. And I don't actually know if you'll be able to see this.
This Formica Fusca colony has now established itself as a rising power in the Undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however...
Right, no achievements have come up. In fact, and that's probably failure. Unless I'm getting the position that the achievements come up wrong. So, level methods. Right, let's just find out if that code actually runs. No, I didn't look like that ran. Okay, so keeping in mind that this code didn't run, it's not called anywhere. Level finish achievements. My guess is I never actually added this in to the list of things to do. Yep, that would be my guess. Okay, let's see if that code's running now. Okay, it's running now. Okay, so with that code now definitely running, let's get rid of that breakpoint and try again. Try one more time. Hang on, save level methods. I don't need to save the level because I didn't make any changes to it. Whew. Okay, it's definitely connected to Steam. I saw the Steam message come up then. As soon as I click, nope. Alright, let's follow this path through, see what happens. Okay, so achievement cache is false. Maybe I didn't actually add that in. Ah, I see what I've done. Rather than running the event, cache achievements. I've actually just cached it. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, we'll get there. Okay, let's give it another go. It's a good job I wasn't actually trying to complete the level to test these. Okay.
She is fat.
And
The first brood will make
click.
this Formica fusca colony.
Yay!
Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the queen is safe.
Victory in the truest sense of the word. Now, I am the only person in the world to have completed achievements for Empires of the Undergrowth. That makes me the best player of Empires of the Undergrowth. I wonder if I check the Steam stats, whether it says that like one person's completed it or something. Global achievements. Yep. They're all there. In fact, it's still 0% of people. I guess because I don't count as 1%. I am very special. My mother always told me that. And now it is finally true. And on that great success, which is a nice thing to say for a change, we're going to end the stream there. So yes, thanks very much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow, where we'll be probably plugging stuff into 1.2. If you want to see the icons and stuff for the achievements, you can check them on Steam. If you go to the game and look at global achievements, so if you go to the game store page, not store page, the community hub, and then in the top right there's view stats, and you can click global achievements, and you can see the icons that I've done for them there. I don't know if they're going to be the absolute final icons. We might well make different ones, change them as time goes on. Yes, I am very happy being 0.00%. I'm a very rare person. Right, okay, so thanks very much for joining me, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Until then, have a good evening.